Looking to transform your family game nights? At Perfectly Picked Games, we specialize in family games that bring everyone closer. Our games aren't just fun. Kids and teens will learn how to take turns, develop basic strategy skills, and understand the thrill of winning and grace of losing. With our exclusive gift of games, you can give months of gaming excitement to your family. Choose a 3-month or 6-month gift, and we'll deliver hand-picked family games to your doorstep every month. And here's the best part. Right now, you can use the promo code GOLDENMOJO and receive 20% off your selected plan. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Use promo code GOLDENMOJO and save 20% today at Perfectly Picked Games.
Welcome to the United States of Paranormal Podcast. Sit down and buckle up for an enlightening ride through everything cryptid, creepy, and paranormal.
Hello, all of my paranormal freaks out there. It is Golden J, and I'm hanging out with
the Rocker Chick
and
Jdubb.
And this is the United States of Paranormal Podcast.
Yes, it is.
Welcome to everything cryptid, creepy, and paranormal. So last week I told you that we are going to be in Peru, but I also told you before we started that there is a timestamp right at the top of the show notes. So if you don't want to hear the banter, please feel free to jump ahead. Also, don't forget to oh my goodness, don't forget to go check out the Patreon, patreon.com/2stop. Or the website, UnitedStatesParanormal.com.
Yes.
Whew. All right. Yes. Check that off my list as done. So last week I told you we were going to be in Peru for another quote unquote convention.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually called the Beyond the Veil Misfit Market. All right. And it's going on May 16th. At the Miami Fairgrounds, the same place we were at Prepare Unity. And listen, it is a market. So come check out some of the amazing vendors from paranormal teams, UFOs, bone art. UFO and bone art are two different sentences.
UFO bone art?
You don't get UFO bone art. Boner. No, just bone art, sound healing, and so much more. This thing is going to go on from 9 to 5. On that Saturday, May 16th, we will have a table. We're not selling anything but ourselves. So come down,
speak for
meet
yourself.
us. Right. Not going to sell yourself?
Oh.
We're just going to sell the podcast.
Okay.
That's what I meant by that.
Okay.
Jeez.
Well, you better not make me and Rocker Chick do all the talking.
There's no handies behind the dumpster out beside the door, that side door. It's fine. Oh yeah. So I got to do all the talking this round.
Yep.
All right.
Like normal.
What do you want me to say? I'll come up with something.
Yeah.
Something
You'll figure
great.
It out.
It'll be wonderful. Actually, I'd love to meet some listeners if you guys are in the northern Indiana area Indiana, Illinois area. Come on over, Peru. The Clown Town. One of the most haunted cities in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what better place to have anything paranormal than Peru, right?
Circus City, USA.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. It should be a good time. We'll get down there and meet some people and hopefully get some new listeners. I love to have new listeners. I love to hear from you guys, even if you're old listeners. I hear from some of our loyal a lot, like Larissa or Mason. Mm-hmm. Hyra, I hear from her every once in a while. Hi. I miss Cam. I don't know where Cam's at, but he did post some pictures of his baby the other day. So He's still going. Good. Just don't hear from him anymore.
He's busy.
He is. He's a busy guy. I mean, that little girl's gonna take all of his time. So it's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully he still listens, and we're wishing him the best and hope everything is good. What else is going on? Next week, we are going to review the evidence from the Columbia City Jail. Jdubb's got to wait another whole week to hear to hear anything that I picked up on audio. And believe me, there might be some direct responses to questions that Jdubb asked. Just saying. I did try out my night vision goggles while I was there. While you and the rocker chick were out. Well, sorry, I'm looking at Jdubb like on my camera. That's why I said you. So while Jdubb and the rocker chick were with Heidi doing their first round, I was in the dark alcove that we were waiting at. And so I turned on my night vision goggles to see what was going on. I don't know that they're my favorite. I need to get used to them a little bit better, but I'm pretty sure the paint on the door was playing tricks on my eyes, because I swore that between the chain link fence that there was somebody looking at me. And I recorded it. I haven't went back and looked at it yet to see if if it showed up or whether I was just crazy. But when I flipped the flashlight back on, I'm like, that might be the paint on the wall that makes that look that way. So, when you do night vision, it's a greenish color. So, but yeah, it was pretty intense. Like, is that somebody looking at me? No, there's nobody there. Frankie Vegas was over on this side. I was looking over this direction. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe not.
Never know.
I just don't know. Maybe I'll bring that little gem to next week's show when we got Heidi coming back in to go over all the evidence. Boom. Exciting.
Woo.
But other than that, I mean, besides just the audio and a lot of crunching of gravel of us walking through the cat and the rock.
It wasn't just her. It was all of us.
All of us.
It was mainly just her. It's fine. It is what it is. It's yeah.
Well, it's a good.
Next time I'm shoving tissues up her nose when she's walking around.
It's a good thing I didn't have a microphone on because my teeth were chattering. That would have been all you heard.
Oh, it was so cold in there. The building itself still stands on the original limestone that they built it on, which, if you guys know any, you guys are paranormal people out there listening, that limestone is a hell of a conductor, let alone it holds in the cold. It's a great refrigerator area. If you ever wanted to store some meat, that would be the fucking place to put it.
Yeah,
plus,
I have literally asked the ghosts, "Are you cold?"
Plus, you have concrete ceilings, because they put concrete flooring on the main level. So you're down the catacombs underneath concrete on your one side, plus start walking through areas that are concrete. So, yeah, it was just a hubbub of coldness from the wind that was blowing outside. And, yeah, Jdubb's teeth were chattering. Rocker Chick's hands were shaking so bad she couldn't hold a camera. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Intense. I gave it a 10. A fucking 10.
Go back when it's warmer.
Absolutely.
So then we could actually take pictures and
well, hopefully this is our home base. This is a place that we can constantly repeat. Go back there again and again. Let the spirits get more comfortable with us and open up a little bit more. That's kind of an exciting idea, is that because they're really comfortable with Heidi for the most part. They were not happy that she brought strangers into there, but and she did have the scratches to prove it. Those were way intense.
Yep.
I might bring 1 or 2 of those shots of like her arm and maybe her shoulder, but or her leg. I guess she had one on her leg, not her arm. But yeah, they're pretty wild. So maybe I'll bring a couple of those to next week's show. Also, if that's okay with her, I'll double check with her to make sure.
But
Because she's gonna.
but only if you're on Patreon will you be able to see these pictures.
Absolutely, that's right. You only get to see it on Patreon. And if Heidi says it's okay,
Yeah. I'm sure she will.
I'm sure, but it makes her a little more vulnerable because she is undressed for the most part, taking some of these pictures. So I just want to make sure it's okay.
Yeah.
You don't see anything, guys. Don't be weird. I mean, but still, it's vulnerability. I want to make sure it's all right. Yeah, that was fun. We've talked about it, but the next week we will get into it. I'm super excited to talk more about it with Heidi and get her take on us being there. So yeah. All right. So hey, what do you guys think of? Could there be a combination lock to prove it is possible to talk to the dead? And here's why I say that. The late researcher, Dr. Ian Stevenson, once came up with a novel way of proving that he could speak to the dead. So Dr. Stevenson worked, in studies at the University of Virginia. During his time there, he and his colleagues documented 2,500 cases of children who seemed to recall details of their past lives and conducted extensive research into each one in order to find evidence to corroborate those memories. I think that's a whole interesting thing in itself. When these little kids would be like, I used to live there, or, I died there. And, it's very interesting. A lot of them, though, proved to grow out of that state, from my understanding. But it was his experiment set up by Dr. Stevenson, an attempt to prove the communication with the dead was possible, that remains the most unique and notable thing about his work. Known as the combination lock test for survival, this unassuming object is essentially little more than a standard 6-digit combination lock and has remained unopened for decades. Dr. Stevens reasoned that he could transmit the combination code for the lock to someone after he was dead. It would prove not only that our spirits continue to endure after death, but it is possible to communicate with those who have already passed. So basically, he sets his lock up. Only he knows the 6-digit code, and he is going to bring it back to the people that works in that area, so that they can make this they can unlock this thing. Sadly, despite his death in 2007, nobody has yet been able to open the lock.
Okay.
But they continue to research it. They're getting it. They're shitting and getting it, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Ian Stevenson.
How do you spell that?
From Stevenson or Ian? Ian. I-A-N. Ian. Ian, like the guy from 90210.
I don't know. I just had an Ian
It's
in
funny.
my high school.
You had an Ian in your high school? Right on. So it was funny. I mean, me and Frankie be doing these TikToks for Golden 80s where I talk about, can you guys name, or Frankie, can you name this movie with these actors, or name the band with these songs, which is still not out yet, but it's coming. Different things like that. And I was thinking today, I was like, I wonder what I can do with the girls. What would be fun like that. I could do like name this horror movie from these top 10 actors.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, that won't work. They don't know the actors until you get to like the 3 top main characters.
That's true.
We'll have to give that a shot though and see how it works out.
Yeah.
See if it'd be
Never
fun.
hurts to try.
That's right. All right. Well, we are going to take a minute and hear from Perfectly Picked Games.
If you live for deals, you'll love Perfectly Picked Games. We run live auctions twice a week on the Whatnot app. Tuesdays for board games, Fridays for toys, both at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Each show is packed with great picks, awesome prizes, and surprise finds. Whether you're a collector or you just love a good deal, this is your new favorite place to shop. Use code GOLDENMOJO and save 10% on your first purchase.
All right, that's Perfectly Picked Games. Go check them out on the Whatnot app. Go say hi to Jake and buy some of his cool shit because he's got cool shit. All right, Jdubb's taking over this week. Are you ready? She looks ready. She looks like she's about to fart.
Oh.
Which is another exciting thing from our Columbia City.
Shut up. All right.
Don't scare Jdubb.
No. Yeah. Am I gonna stink? All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
We're ready.
It was October 11th, 1973, Parker said. We'd gotten off work that day, and a friend of mine, and he and I went fishing. The old abandoned shipyard, they had a little pier out front, and we were on that pier. I'm going to guess it was about 6 o'clock in the evening. It had just started getting dark, but it was kind of a bright moon. Parker said he saw a blue light reflecting off the water and thought law enforcement officers had arrived to tell them to leave the property. However, when Parker looked up, he realized the light was coming from a craft like nothing he'd ever seen. A big light came out of the clouds, Parker said. It was a blinding light. It was hard to tell with the light so bright, but it looked like it was shaped like a football. I would say, just estimating, it was about 80 foot. It made very little sound. It was just a hissing noise. Parker said 3 legless creatures floated from the craft. One had no neck with gray, wrinkled skin. Another had a neck and appeared more feminine. Parker described their hands as being shaped like mittens or crab claws. When one of the creatures put its claw around his arm, Parker said he was terrified. I would have shit my pants right there. But then
Definitely would have farted.
Yeah. But then another feeling came over his body. I think they injected us with something to calm us down, Parker said. I was kind of numb and I went along with the program. Parker said the creatures floated him and Hickson into the craft and performed physical examinations on the two using a machine that looked like a large floating eye. Quote, they gave a thorough, and I mean thorough, examination to me, just like any doctor would, he said. Then they were taken back to the bank of the river, checked over and shoved out just like every doctor. Hickson and Parker, visibly shaken and traumatized, reported the incident to law enforcement. Sheriff Fred Diamond and Captain Glenn Ryder were initially skeptical but could not dismiss the men's accounts entirely. Ryder described leaving a tape recorder in the interview room while the men were alone, hoping to catch them discussing their story. On the tape, Hickson tells Parker, "It scared me to death too, son. You can't get over it in a lifetime. Jesus Christ, have mercy." "When Hickson and Parker came to us with their bizarre story, we couldn't dismiss it," said Sheriff Diamond at the time. "Their accounts were detailed and consistent, leading us to believe there was something genuinely extraordinary behind it." The two men underwent polygraph examinations later that week, administered by the Mississippi State University. The results indicated that they were being truthful about their encounter. I'm going to butcher this, so just everybody knows. Your warning. News of the Pascagoula abduction spread like wildfire, capturing the nation's attention. The incident was covered by major news outlets, sparking intense public interest in UFOs and alien encounters. Sorry. The U.S. Air Force's Project Blue Book, which investigated UFO reports, initially declined to look into the case. However, the incident garnered the attention of prominent UFO researcher Dr. J. Allen Hynek, who conducted his own inquiry. Hynek, a former skeptic, found the witnesses to be credible and called the case deeply puzzling. The Pascagoula case is one of the most compelling I have encountered in my research, he said. Hickson and Parker's sincerity and the corroborating evidence make it difficult to dismiss their claims lightly. The case garnered further momentum when the United States Air Force issued a statement confirming that they had found no evidence of a hoax or fabrication in their initial investigation. Shortly thereafter, Hickson and Parker testified under oath about their experiences at a hearing held by the House Committee on Science and Astronautics in Washington, D.C. Their testimony captivated the committee members and the media, reigniting public interest in this case. So, how long ago was 1973?
53 years.
Okay. 53 years later.
Is that like, can we put like a SpongeBob thing in there? 53 years later.
Yeah. Maria and Jerry Blair of Theodore, Alabama are among one of the newest witnesses to step forward after 53 years.
Wow.
Maria and Jerry were sitting in their 1969 Pontiac GTO in the parking lot of Graham's Seafood on the opposite side of the river. Jerry worked for the business and was waiting on a boat captain to take him offshore. The captain was late and the Blairs waited for hours. Just after dark, Maria saw something strange. "I was looking at the sky and I noticed a blue light in the sky over where they were fishing," Maria said. "It started moving and it seemed like it was following along the Pascagoula River. I just seen the lights on it and it was just going back and forth. Sometimes it would just sit there. It went on for 20 to 25 minutes. Maria said she initially thought it was a plane, but realized the flight pattern and hovering were not indicative of a plane. Jerry watched it also, but didn't think much of it. "I thought it was a helicopter initially and just blew it off," Jerry said. "It landed about 150 to 200 yards from us. I was just north of the bridge and it was just south of the bridge. I was there, but stupid me didn't pay much attention to it. I was just going offshore and thinking about other things." After they lost sight of the craft, the two went to put Jerry's clothing and other items on the boat. While walking down the lighted pier, something else caught their attention. We heard this loud thumping splash in the river, Maria said. I looked over the side of the pier, and that's when I thought I saw a person in the river. I was looking right down on it. It looked like a person, but there was something different about it. It only came to the surface of the water. As soon as I saw it, it just went back down in the water. Mermaid? Whatever Maria had seen, which she thought was a person in some sort of diving gear, did not resurface. Jerry, who was walking ahead of her and didn't see it, said it must have been a dolphin. She said she was positive it wasn't a dolphin. Dolphins look a little bit different than people.
She knows. She knows what she saw.
Yeah. Jerry went to work that evening and Maria returned home. In the following days, she heard reports of Parker and Hickson's experience. The descriptions of the aliens matched what she had seen in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a person, but now I think it was an alien, Maria said. What Parker described was exactly it. It's just like E.T. They forgot him. They kicked him out of the craft and said, hey,
I got
YOLO.
you, right? Yeah.
YOLO, buddy.
Yeah. We gotta go. We gotta go. We got our probe stuff. We got probes to do, damn it. We gotta go.
Yeah. Later that evening, Judy Branning was sitting in a car a few miles away at a traffic signal with her roommate and their dates. We were on a double date that night, Branning said. We were at a red light at Chicot and Highway 90, I don't know. And we were basically sitting on the railroad track. I saw some lights and I wasn't sure what I was looking at because it was so far away. Why are we on the tracks? Come on.
You never park on the tracks.
Dumbass.
That's just dumb.
Like the Blairs, Branning thought it was an airplane at first, but as it came closer and flew over the car she was in, the four realized it wasn't. It didn't make noise, Branning said. It had bright lights. It got closer and it was hovering. It was kind of a saucer shape or disc shape with a rounded top. The radio started sounding like it was running through all the stations and the car went dead. We were freaking out. Because you're on the tracks, dummy.
I was going to say, I'd be freaking out too if my car died on the railroad tracks.
Branning said after it passed over the car, the craft shot straight up at a rate of speed she'd never seen and disappeared. It left her shaken. I didn't sleep that night thinking about it, Branning said. Branning said the four agreed not to say anything about what they saw. She said over the years she told a few people, but not many because she was scared of people's reactions. Now, 74 years old, she said she does not care if people believe her or not. Maria said she told people what she'd seen, but largely stopped talking about it in the weeks following that evening. When you talked about it back then, people thought you were crazy, Maria said. Back then, when I saw what Calvin and Charles went through, I kind of backed down talking about it. The story is very true. That's what has bothered me for the past 53 years. It's been on my mind for 53 years. Parker has met with the Blairs and Branning and said he's happy they are now telling their stories publicly. I checked the people out as best I could and they seem credible, Parker said. It means a lot to me that they came forward. Parker feels there are more witnesses out there. I definitely do, Parker said. There's been 2 or 3 people that have contacted me privately that didn't want their names used. I believe there are more people that haven't come forward back in the 70s you just didn't talk about. You just didn't talk about it.
Well, I mean, we're talking about a time when they didn't talk about any of it. I mean, whether it be a UFO or a ghost or anything, they just didn't talk about it because everybody thinks, oh, you're fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But goddamn, that has got to be tough that he spent 53 years being ridiculed, you know, and run through the mud. And yet, look, now 53 years later, you have 2 other witnesses or 2 sets of witnesses that come forward.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a long time to be That's a long time to be just kind of shot down that you didn't, what happened to you didn't get the respect that it needed to get.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the sad part of that entire story is not that, the UFO was there and people saw it, and it didn't sound like it was too bad of a probing or whatever. They just medical examined him, maybe stuck just a pinky finger up there to see if it was okay. But it doesn't sound like it was too bad. And they come back somewhat untraumatized.
Yeah. But
I mean,
here's what a couple of the residents had to say about this.
okay.
I wasn't there. I don't know, but something happened, said Rebecca Davis, Pascagoula resident. It happened here in Pascagoula on October 11th, 1973. Exactly what happened on the Pascagoula River is still being debated around town. It piques your curiosity. You want to know, is it true or is there really something out there, said Grant Fair, Jackson County resident. Another one, do I believe they're just coming and picking up random people in the middle of the night? No, not really, said Dwight Watkins, Pascagoula resident. And then, as a child, Rebecca Davis first heard about what's now called the best documented case of an alien abduction. I just remember my friend's dad putting aluminum foil in the windows, and that intrigued me. said Davis. I asked him why he was doing it, and he said, so the aliens can't get to our brains. Rebecca then went home and asked her grandparents about it. I asked, what's going on? What about this UFO? Asked Davis. I was told, hush, child, we don't talk about that. She didn't talk about it until many years later when Rebecca was cleaning out her grandmother's house and found old newspaper clippings about the alleged abduction. The end.
Sorry, tinfoil in the windows got me.
Yeah, tinfoil hats. Needing resize or reshaped.
I heard Monday was the official resizing of your tinfoil hat day. So if you didn't make it out to get your tinfoil hat resized, then you got to wait till next year.
Well, thank you to Mason for suggesting that one.
I love Mason sends us ideas and comments and obscure pictures on my birthday. But
and I had to even see it. It wasn't my birthday.
Oh, imagine what you're gonna get on your birthday.
Oh, God. I think I'll block him that month.
Yeah, like that's the first time he's been blocked from Facebook or TikTok or I don't know what that boy does, but they get banned from these social media sites because I don't see it.
He's hilarious.
We love you, Mason. You know
do.
that. Very interesting. I guess, like I said earlier, I think that it's real shitty that people waited 50 plus years to come forward when these two guys were probably just shunned from the community and nobody talked to them. And I mean, that's how I see it. If nobody talks about it, they're like, buck to stay away from those guys. But at the same time, if they're putting tinfoil in their windows, I mean, come on.
Well, then I read that Hickson was he became a recluse and he became a hermit and did not go anywhere because of the attention. Right. But the other guy, he wrote a book. There's a movie, I think it's The Close Encounter of the Third Kind, was somewhat based off of this. Right. And there's a lot more information on it, but a lot of it's just like, you can watch the interviews with the guys. You can listen to the hidden tape that they had at the police station. And
wow, interesting. Yeah. Well, that'd be fun to go back and listen to the hidden tape.
Yeah, maybe you could put it at the end of this episode.
Maybe I'll have to see if I can find it. So I'll put some of that in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, guys, I know Jdubb hates aliens, and I know we kind of gouge her a little bit about it. Because she does have such a love-hate for aliens. She hates them, but she loves to talk about them on the podcast. She's done more alien stories than me or the Rocker Chick have ever done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but she's drawn to
I'll
it.
just have nightmares, and I have to go do chores still, and I'm going to be like, don't look up, don't look up.
You know, you have an amazing open sky out there. Imagine what you could see.
I do. Shut your mouth.
You do. I mean, that's a lot of open
I
area
do.
out there.
Shut your fucking face.
But the point of what I was saying is that if you don't believe in aliens or UFOs, I want you to take a hard look at it, because we are a small section of a very, very large universe. Even just our solar system is large. And if you think that we're the only living beings in this giant universe, I mean, really, just take a hard look in the mirror at yourself and say, we're it. This is it. And then put your little tinfoil hat on and you go into the other room, watch C-SPAN. You'll be fine. I don't know, maybe CNN, Fox News. I don't know, whatever you guys watch. I watch football, and lots of it.
I only get to watch YouTube videos because that's what Sean likes to watch.
Listen, I have been watching the Norwegian Explorer.
The hell's that?
And it's about a single guy in his camper van, and he goes and finds blizzards, and then he films these blizzards happening.
Yuck.
And I'm saying I don't understand how this guy has so many views until I started watching it. And the guy is very interesting. He doesn't like, we're not doing math problems or scientific experiments. He's just filming the blizzards, but he's fun to watch. He lives in Norway, and he just travels around to these places and fucking camps in these blizzards. And it's just one of the most intriguing things I've ever watched.
I don't like being cold.
Well, no, it's definitely cold. The one that I watched last night wasn't him. It was a different one. And I'm not even sure exactly where he was, but it was over 9 foot of snow, and he had to dig out his little camper van and then call the sheriff's department to come send him up to run the plows in this snow park that he was at. Yeah, it was intriguing, and I watched the whole fucking thing like a crazy fool, but and I'm amazed. These guys, I mean, they do good work. Their filming is good work. And it's just intriguing to me that, something like that has so many views. But yeah, that's when we talk YouTube. I don't know why we're fucking talking YouTube videos, but because that's all. Maybe Sean would like to watch with the Norwegian Explorer. Maybe I should send him a link to one of them.
Go for it.
See if he enjoys it. Yeah. It's just a man versus winter survival thing.
Do it because he wants to do this kind of camping in a tent.
He wants to do that.
In a tent.
All right. I will, and fuck that in a tent. You don't want to do it in a tent. You do not want to do it in a tent.
No, I don't want to do it at all.
You tell him I think he is brave and he could probably survive it, but I would suggest not doing it.
I will. But yeah, send it to him.
I will. I'll send it to you and you can show it to him because I don't think I have his direct line.
That's
so
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go, guys. A very interesting story. And I love these UFO stories. And thank you, Mason, for sending it. Brilliant. Once again, sending us something that we just haven't heard of. That's what we keep aiming for, stuff that you haven't heard of. So I know that the last few months have been some shorter stories, but this is what it's all about. Every story is its own thing. And some of them are not hour long. I
don't think any of them are ever an hour long.
I know,
we just cut back on our
blabber
at the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you see this? That's what they.
I can.
That's what they said the alien looked like.
Oh,
wow.
That's kind of interesting.
What does he have? Penises on his head?
I was gonna.
You were gonna say that, weren't you? want to send that to Kelly? That's a good time for Kelly right there.
I was gonna say it's good hands for a hand job because they're claws.
There you go. Look at that. They're already built into that scenario. Now I got to use that picture in our YouTube thumbnail. So there you go.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Wow. All right, guys, go check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/2sop, and at the United States of Paranormal.com. Like I said, we're still working on the website. I just haven't had the time to really deep dive into what we're going to put on there. So, if you want to see Jen and her Jeep, it's still at the top of the page. So, Greta, the Jeep.
Greta.
Also, go check out the merch store while you're there too. Find yourself a nice piece of merch with one of our great logos on it. And we have so many different ones to choose from, whether it be Haskins or Casper or a Great White Bald Beaver. What else is on there? All the Tobers are still up.
Banshee.
Oh, yeah.
There's aliens on there. There's UFOs on there. There's stuff.
But I think the Hoax is still out there. T-shirt is still on there that Logan made up for the special Call Guys episode that he did. So has the UFO, the Hoax is out there, and then you get a really cool Call Guys logo on the sleeve. So I believe that is still up there. So you can go check this stuff out. The United States of Paranormal.com. So next week, guys, Heidi's going to be in here. We're going to be covering our investigation at the Columbia City Jail. And, I'm bringing evidence. I'm bringing some EVPs. Yay. So get excited. Tune in. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Golden Jay's bringing it.
We got some good shit, but I don't know what it is.
I'm
just here, Everybody else gets to hear it, but I don't.
No, Rocker Chick's only heard 2 and not the rest.
Well, I should be able
Nobody
to hear
else
those
is hearing
2.
it. I want to see your surprise face. That's what everybody wants, is the Jdubb. What was that?
What the fuck was that? Oh, that. Okay.
Oh wait, that was
popcorn.
Is that Frankie? Yeah, exactly. And I smelled some popcorn while I was investigating. Son of a gun. Oh.
Sorry.
All right, guys. It was a good time. Mm-hmm. It was so much fun. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to go back and do it again when it's warmer. It was so cold. Yeah. But we are definitely going back. We are going to align ourselves with Heidi and the Columbia City Jail because we can and we want to. So, and she wants us to.
And the owner is really cool too.
He is. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mr. Paul.
Yeah. And we didn't mess up anything. Mm-hmm. Should we mention that the animatronics were working?
No. Well, we can cover it.
But not really. They weren't supposed to. It's coming. Watch out. Next week. Until then, keep it spooky, and I'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the United States of Paranormal podcast. Check us out at theunitedstatesofparanormal.com, where you can find our Spotlight of the Month, Fan of the Month, and all of our amazing merchandise. Or you can find us on social media at Facebook at the United States of Paranormal, Instagram at the United States of Paranormal, and YouTube at the United States of Paranormal 1795. And don't forget, we are now on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/2sop.
Please check out the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts. Golden 80s, Indiana Chiefs Fans, Gridiron Kings, Murd Nerds, The Nostalgia Tug, Real Terror, and the Puck Yeah podcast. But you can still find Golden Image Podcast, A Court of Books and Booze, and The Call Guys, wherever you stream your favorite podcasts.
And if you have a location or a story that you would like for us to check into, please email us at the United States of Paranormal at gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen. Thank you for all of your support. Bye.